offered the fight for December. They declined it, and declined it again. And certain people were putting pressure on him to do a fight, make it happen, but they didn't care. They would rather lose the money than fight me. He's got to go back into the wilderness and eat his little food that he does, wink, wink, and then come back when he's a big, strong boy to fight the Gypsy King.
He's got to go back into the wilderness and eat his little food that he does, wink, wink.
Ho ho! Those are the words of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, as he implies that Oleksandr Usyk is on the juice, taking a performance-enhancing drug or a banned substance. As you just heard him say, Usyk has to go out in the wilderness and eat his little food, wink, wink, and come back big and strong. If that's not an accusation, I don't know what is. Of course, it was subliminal, but he made it obvious enough to let everybody know what the hell he meant and what he and who he was talking about, of course. And let me counterpunch. First of all, coming from Tyson Fury, he should be the last person to accuse anybody of drug use, because he's already convicted. He was already, he already tested positive for nandrolone, okay, back in his day. And strangely enough, when they asked him, shout out to Radio Raheem here, and they asked him about the Conor Benn situation, and then he was the first to say, I'm not getting in anyone's business. That's one thing I won't do, is get in anyone's business. Right? And it's like, okay, fair enough. But then now you go from that in the same damn interview and accuse Oleksandr Usyk of being on the juice. You gotta love Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. You know, and I wonder, you know, if he thinks that Oleksandr Usyk is on the juice. Again, I keep saying that history repeats itself, people. What do I mean? Who, once upon a time, before I get ahead of myself, Tyson Fury obviously has to see the potential in Oleksandr Usyk to think that he's on something or has to take something in order for him to be, quote unquote, a big, strong boy. So obviously Usyk is not that small, because the only reason that you would accuse him of taking anything as if he is doubled or became bigger in the mind of Tyson Fury, right? So that's the first thing I would think of. Like, okay, if he's taking steroids, what is he doing to give you the characteristics that he's on steroids? Okay. And for the record, we haven't heard or anybody on that side of the world that popped dirty. However, we have seen that in the UK, i.e. Dillian White, Tyson Fury, guys like Conor Benn now is another that, Huey Fury, the fabulous Furies. So yes, they have tested positive. So they have more accounts, more noticeable accounts over there of the things that they have done as far as drug use. But to accuse somebody of something on subliminal, it shows, first of all, he's smart, because he doesn't want to get sued, because that's a lawsuit in the making. And again, now I'm about to tell you who this reminds me of. Guess what? Absolutely. You know who? Floyd. Money Mayweather. Because you guys can see that Floyd accused Manny Pacquiao several times of taking a banned substance or a PED. Okay? Until Team Pacquiao sent him all the way to court. They took a trip to the court before ever getting into the boxing ring. And of course, that's why I believe Tyson Fury is so subliminal about what he means. But this is the first time I ever heard anyone say anything about Oleksandr Usyk, besides maybe some Tyson Fury fans. But this is Tyson Fury himself accusing Oleksandr Usyk of juicing or doping. You know, and then it could be, though, with Tyson Fury, maybe he's just using this as a tactic to get up under Usyk's skin, saying that he's a dirty fighter, saying that he's a cheat, knowing damn well that he did the same thing once upon a time with a different substance. So, you know, I think it may be a ploy. It may be a tactic of Tyson Fury. But if he does believe that Oleksandr Usyk is on the juice, Usyk has to be doing some very impressive stuff in the ring, fighting bigger guys. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury accusing Oleksandr Usyk of taking drugs. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!